Welcome to Primeval Scope, where we unveil the hidden lives of the most fascinating creatures to ever rule the prehistoric world. We stand on the edge of a towering cliff, looking out over a vast, ancient ocean that teems with prehistoric life. Here we meet the Pteranodon, a creature that rules the skies, but struggles to find its footing on the solid ground. Do not judge their talent by how they walk, for on land they resemble nothing more than a grounded, obsolete airplane. Gravity is a harsh mistress for these aviators, turning their lightweight bodies and massive wings into a burden they must drag. But watch closely as it approaches the edge, for this awkward walker is about to transform into a master of aerodynamics. It gathers speed with a frantic gallop, a desperate attempt to generate enough momentum to leave the safety of the Earth. With one final, powerful push, it throws itself into the void, trusting the updrafts to catch its fragile and hollow bones. For a second, gravity seems to win, but then those magnificent wings, spanning 7 meters, catch the wind with absolute perfection. Gone is the stumbling clown of the cliffs. In the sky, they are the undisputed kings, maneuvering with grace and precision. They patrol the coastline like living gliders, utilizing thermal currents to travel vast distances without wasting a single ounce of energy. Their vision is sharp, evolved to spot the slightest shimmer of fish scales beneath the waves from hundreds of meters up. However, not every launch is a success story. Sometimes the transition from land to air is less majestic and more embarrassing. It checks its surroundings, hoping the flock did not see that stumble. Pride is a universal trait, even in the Cretaceous. Redemption comes quickly. It joins its brethren in the sky, leaving the awkwardness of the solid ground far behind its tail. Together they form a living vortex, a spiral of wings and beaks that dominates the aerial landscape of this ancient world. Their wings are a marvel of biological engineering, a simple stretch of skin and muscle that conquered the skies long before birds. Despite their size, they are not clumsy in the air. They can turn on a dime, navigating treacherous cliffs with ease. They bridge the gap between land and ocean, creatures of two worlds who are only truly at home when suspended in flight. As the sun climbs higher, the air currents strengthen, providing the perfect conditions for these gliders to begin their daily hunt. From the high vantage points, the elders watch. They know that mastering the wind is the only way to survive this era. Every scar tells a story of a storm survived or a predator evaded. Experience is the most valuable asset in their arsenal. But flight is not just about travel. It is an art form. Watch as they turn the sky into their personal playground. They have mastered the invisible highways of the air, riding thermal columns to gain altitude without spending any precious metabolic energy. Imagine the thrill of the dive, wind roaring in your ears as gravity pulls you down toward the sparkling blue abyss below. This is high-stakes precision. One wrong move means crashing into the unforgiving waves, but they execute it with absolute flawlessness. That peculiar crest is not just for show. It acts as a high-tech rudder, balancing the heavy beak against the drag. Nature designed a biological counterbalance. This structure allows them to steer with split-second reaction times, essential for hunting in turbulent air. It functions like the tail fin of an aircraft, ensuring that even in the sharpest turns, the pilot remains in control. They flirt with danger constantly. Surfing the air pressure pushed ahead of breaking waves gives them an extra boost of speed. Water is their second home, but they must respect it. Wet wings are heavy wings, so they keep their contact brief and efficient. The hunt begins with a visual lock. Once prey is spotted, the Pteranodon calculates the refraction of the water instantly. They do not dive deep like seabirds. Instead, they snatch their victims from the surface, a technique known as dip feeding. With surgical precision, the beak closes. There is no escape for the fish that dared to swim too close to the surface. Without pausing to land, it swallows the meal. Efficiency is key when you are burning calories to stay aloft in the sky. A cry of victory echoes over the waves. In this competitive world, every meal is a triumph of skill over circumstance. But success attracts company. Rivals are always watching, ready to steal a spot or claim a territory that proves to be fruitful. They engage in a dance of dominance, a test of agility rather than brute force, settling disputes with aerial maneuvers. Order is restored quickly. The victor resumes the hunt, eyes scanning the deep blue, ready for the next opportunity to strike. Beneath the surface, the fish live in constant fear of the shadow. Death comes from above, silent and swift without warning. Having fed, it rejoins the colony. There is safety in numbers, and the sky becomes a chaotic mosaic of wings and beaks. This is the golden age of the pterosaurs. They are not just surviving, they are thriving, filling every niche the sky has to offer. But mastery takes time. Let us observe the flight school, where the young cadets are learning the difficult art of fishing. Enthusiasm often outweighs skill in the young. This cadet is coming in too hot, forgetting to brake before hitting the target. Instead of a delicious fish, it discovers a hard reality. The ocean floor is unforgiving to those who do not aim correctly. Not every dive results in dinner. Sometimes you catch a fish, other times you catch a brand new, unwanted hairstyle. It struggles to preserve its dignity, shaking its head frantically. But the ocean refuses to let go of its prank so easily. Even in the prehistoric world, peer pressure exists. Its flockmates seem to find great amusement in this unfortunate fashion statement. Free at last, it returns to the sky, perhaps a little wiser, and definitely more cautious about where it aims its beak. Notice the lack of teeth. Evolution decided they were heavy and unnecessary, replacing them with a lightweight beak designed to swallow prey whole. Dining is a grab-and-go affair. Without teeth to process food, everything must be swallowed entire, a testament to their efficient digestive system.
There you go. Well
This
done.
school of hard knocks is essential. Only those who master these skills quickly will survive to adulthood in this harsh environment. The sea is not just a larder, it is a threat. If they get too wet, they cannot fly, becoming easy targets for aquatic predators. Sunbathing is a survival tactic. It must dry its wings completely before it can rejoin the flock, leaving it vulnerable for now. The adults keep watch. They are not sentimental parents, but the survival of the colony depends on the success of the next generation. Death is always a heartbeat away. That narrow escape is a lesson the young flyer will remember for the rest of its life. Panic spreads quickly. The lesson is learned. Never linger too close to the surface, for the hunter can easily become the hunted. As the day wears on, the sun begins to dip lower. The intense heat of the afternoon fades, signaling the end of the lesson. The dinner bell has rung and the school is dismissed. It is time to return to the safety of the cliffs before darkness falls. There is a rhythm to their life, a daily cycle of taking to the air and returning to the stone, driven by the sun. The bond between generations is subtle but present. Following the lead of the elders is the surest way to navigate the long flight home. The cliffs are alive, a vertical city of noise and activity, where thousands of individuals jostle for the best sleeping spots. Landing is a controlled crash. They must stall their wings at the precise moment to grab the rock without smashing into it. Once contact is made, the transformation reverses. The majestic glider folds away, becoming the awkward cliff dweller once again. Peace is hard to find. The colony is a noisy, smelly, crowded place, filled with the bickering of neighbors and the cries of kin. Yet there is tenderness here too. Grooming reinforces social bonds and keeps their delicate pycnofibers clean and free of parasites. The sun dips below the waterline, painting the world in fire. For the Pteranodon, this signals the time to rest and conserve energy. From heart-stopping aerobatics to quiet moments of rest, Pteranodons show us that even the wildest pilots need a safe place to land. Darkness claims the Cretaceous world, but the story does not end with sleep, for the prehistoric night is full of hidden dangers. While the flock sleeps, sentinels watch. Predators do not respect the sanctity of the nest, and the cliff is not a fortress. The wind, usually their ally, now turns against them. A prehistoric storm is brewing, threatening to knock them from their precarious perches. Lightning tears the sky apart. For a creature of the air, a storm is a terrifying beast that cannot be fought, only endured. The rain falls like stones. Instinct takes over as parents become living shields, protecting the next generation from the freezing downpour. One slip could be fatal. In the dark, flight is impossible, and the ocean below is a churning cauldron of death. The fury of nature subsides. They have survived another night, clinging to the edge of the world with tenacity and resilience. The sun returns, bringing warmth and hope. The cycle begins anew, but today brings a different challenge for the colony. They shake off the night's chill. Today the air feels different. The season is changing, and the instinct to move is strong. A call goes out from the leader. It is not a call to hunt, but a call to travel. The great migration is about to begin. The sky turns dark with wings. The sound is deafening, a cacophony of life launching itself toward a new horizon. They form a formation that stretches for miles. This migration will take them across oceans, a journey of endurance and navigation. The young ones fly in the slipstream of their elders. They are learning the ancient routes that their ancestors have flown for millennia. Below them, the world changes. They witness the rise of mountains and the shifting of continents, silent observers of a changing earth. They ignore the drama on the ground. Their domain is the ether, detached from the slow, heavy struggles of the land-bound giants. Into the mist they go, vanishing into the white void. They are the ghosts of the Cretaceous, appearing and disappearing with the wind. Breaking through to the other side, they find clarity. It is a moment of pure freedom, a reward for the struggle of the climb. Look at them. They are not monsters. They are masterpieces. Evolution spent millions of years perfecting this design for one purpose: flight. One flyer breaks away, offering us a final look. It is a salute from the past, a connection across millions of years. Today, they are stone and dust, but once they were the rulers of the air, casting shadows that terrified everything beneath them. We study their bones in quiet halls, trying to imagine the thunder of their wings and the piercing cry of their voices. But close your eyes, and you can almost hear them. The sky still remembers them, the original aviators of our planet's history. The cliffs are empty now, waiting for their return. The wind still blows, carving the stone, preserving the stage for their performance. A single trace remains, drifting on the tide. It is a reminder that life is fleeting, but its impact can last forever. We have seen their humble struggles on the ground, reminding us that even giants have their weaknesses and their awkward moments. We have witnessed their deadly precision, a testament to the evolutionary arms race that honed their senses to razor-sharp perfection. We have glimpsed their social lives, finding warmth and community on the cold, hard edges of the prehistoric world. And above all, we have marveled at their flight. They were the pioneers who showed that the sky belongs to the bold. As the sun sets on the Cretaceous, we bid farewell to the Pteranodon. Their reign is over, but their legend will never die. Thank you for joining us on this aerial odyssey. The past is vast, and there are many more stories waiting to be told. If you enjoyed flying with the Pteranodons, please like and subscribe to Primeval Scope for more deep dives into history. Next time, we will descend from the skies to the forest floor to meet the undisputed king of the dinosaurs,
The Pteranodon
the
had one of the
Tyrannosaurus.
largest wingspans
Or,
of any
if you
known
prefer
flying
the
creature,
depths, check
often
out our
exceeding
video
30
on the
feet.
Mosasaurus, the leviathan that ruled the prehistoric oceans. Primeval Scope is dedicated to bringing the ancient world back to life with accuracy and wonder. Your support makes this possible. Leave a comment below on which prehistoric creature you want to see next. We read every suggestion from our community of explorers. Did you know Pteranodons are not technically dinosaurs? They are flying reptiles, a distinction that makes them even more unique. Standing next to one, you would be dwarfed. Their size is often underestimated, but they were truly the giants of the air. Nature is brutal, but it can also be funny. Even apex predators have their moments of silliness and petty squabbles. They are gone, but their legacy lives on in the physics of flight. Every bird today follows the laws they mastered first. Stay curious, stay wild, and keep exploring the primeval scope of our planet's incredible history. Until next time, goodbye.